Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making Atama soup. It's a delicacy from the southern part of Nigeria, specifically from the Efik and Calabar people. Today I'll be using lots of meat, lots of fish in this recipe. This palm nut is the main ingredients in the soup. You can use palm kernel, but I wanted to try the canned palm nuts for this recipe. So this is just some other ingredients I'm using: some goat's meat, stockfish. This stockfish is going to really flavor the stock and give this soup some real authentic local flavor. Then I'll add some snails and some periwinkle. Periwinkle is also locally called isam, but it's seafood that is eaten in the southern part of Nigeria. I'll also just be adding some prawns to just because it's not necessary, it's optional. You could add that or not. Some crayfish powder and some stockfish powder as well. Now this ingredient is the main ingredient. It's called uyayak. That's what also adds to the real flavor of this soup, and of course the atama leaves. I'll also be adding some onions while making my stock. So let's get into this video. I start by creating a base for my soup, and I do this by cooking my meat and my fish to kind of create a stock that serves as the base for this soup. So I add my stockfish, snails, pomo, and my goat's meat to a pot, season it with some salt, some seasoning cubes, some onions, and pepper. This allows the meat and fish to cook almost completely until they are soft before the main cooking process start. So I'll just put all these ingredients in a pot, add some water, and allow it to cook for a couple of minutes. After a few minutes, I check on my stockfish to see if they are getting soft, and then I take them out. After taking them out, I allow the stock to continue to cook until the rest of the fish is soft and the snails are soft. And then when all my meat and fish are completely soft, I take it out of the heat, and then I start to cook the actual soup. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and like this video. Thank you so much, guys. So after our meat and fish have been cooked completely and they are soft, now it's time to start cooking this soup. You add the palm nuts concentrate to the stock. Now if you were using the palm nuts, like if you extracted the palm nuts on your own without using the canned one, it's a whole different process. Okay, it's not, you don't cook it this way. You start to cook the palm nuts, and when it's getting soft, you add your meat and stock. But this is a different process because I'm using some canned palm nuts. So I just kind of mix the palm nuts into my stock and just melt it up because it was in a little solid paste. I mix everything together to just kind of dissolve all of that solid paste. Then I add some water into that can to try and get out whatever paste is left, and also to add some water into my soup. So I add some water into the can, clean it up a little bit, and then add it to the pot. Then I start to add some more of my ingredients. I add the stockfish powder, the crayfish powder, some pepper, and some seasoning cube. After adding all of that, I mix it all up together and allow it to cook for a few minutes. After cooking for a few minutes, I'll add the uyayak. Now, the uyayak is a local herb that is used to flavor most local soups from this region. It adds some flavor and it can be reused. So after you don't eat it, you just use it to flavor your soup. I also added the prawns after adding the uyayak, but for some reason I didn't know my camera wasn't filming, so that's just to show you that the prawns were added after, because I didn't want them to cook too long. Then I add some the smoked fish. I'm using some smoked catfish for this soup today, but you can use any kind of smoked fish that you prefer. Then I'll add some of the Atama leaves, not all of it. I add a little bit and let that cook for a bit while I take out the uyayak. And I take it out, rinse it, leave it out to dry, and you can use it again. It's a root, but it feels more like a steak, and it's really, really flavorful. It adds a whole lot of flavor. You can also use it for some for white soup. Yes, it's called afia efere. You can use that uyayak for white soup as well. That's what gives it the extra flavor, and that is what gives this Atama soup the extra flavor and aroma. Now that I've taken it out, I'll add the rest of my Atama leaves. Now I'm using some dried Atama leaves because that's the only one I have available. However, you could use the fresh Atama leaves from the market, and you can grind it and make it to be you can blend it and leave it in a more powdered form. But I had the dried leaves that has just been lightly blended, and that's what I used for this recipe. So after letting the soup simmer for a little bit, as you can see, the oils have started coming to the top. It means the soup is almost ready. Then I add some periwinkles. I add the periwinkles last because the periwinkles has already been cooked before adding it. The same thing if you wanted to add the periwinkles in the shell, because it has been cooked before, you don't want to overcook it, so that's the last thing you add. After adding that, you just let your soup simmer for 5 more minutes and it's ready, guys. This soup is so flavorful and just a staple. Look at this beauty. Look at all that rich flavor, all the meat, all the fish, just having a good whole day in the pot. And that is all, guys. That is it for this recipe. So delicious. Ask anybody from the south region. This is a staple. We love it so much. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and if this is your first time here, please leave a comment to let me know. I'll be in the comment section. Have a good one, guys. Bye.